Well, very good evening to you all. This is a very weird setup that we've got going on for you this evening. It's not Mac, it's not Cheese, it's not Onion, Julius. It is me. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are all well. Let me get over to the main screen and bring everything on, and hopefully everything seems to be working. Tonight you are, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever way you want to put it, stuck with me this evening. Obviously, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Ruben. I am the CEO, owner, I don't like the word CEO, owner of TOGA Motorsport. If you did watch our channel way back, right at the very beginning of its life, you would have noticed that I pretty much all of the live streams, but not so much now because we have way better people being able to do it. So I'd like to welcome you all to the final round of the TOGA Motorsport 24 in 2.4 Championship, where tonight we will 100% see a new crown. We'll definitely see a winner of this championship. We'll delve into that in more depth and detail as and when the live stream continues. But you have me for the next 100 and thank you very much. You have me until. That should be better. You have me until, well, the next 144 minutes at least, anyway. So strap yourselves in, go and grab yourself a drink. I can talk for hours. I can talk rubbish for hours. So hopefully, in the next wee while, we will have some great things to talk about. So I hope you are all doing well, having a fantastic Sunday. Perfect, that works, Julius. Thank you very much, my friend. Hope you're doing well. What I will ask you guys all to do, if you don't mind and haven't done so already, please drop a big thumbs up on the video, and if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please do consider hitting subscribe. We are absolutely blessed with what you guys have done to our community over the last 12 months. We can't thank you all enough of the fantastic work that you guys have done to get us in the position where we are now sitting in. So yeah, big shout out to everybody there. So just a quick rundown of the championship and what's happening tonight. You guys will know, hopefully you've watched the championship from the very beginning. But we've just done a 10-minute practice session. We're now into a 20-minute qualification session, and then we'll go into a 144-minute race, effectively cycling through 24 hours in just 2.4 hours time, so 144 minutes. There is one mandatory pit stop tonight with no pit window, and in that time, in that mandatory pit stop, you must stop for both fuel and for tyres. I do apologise. I might have to, at some stages, pause what I'm talking about, and have a slight tickle in my throat at the moment. It's very, very annoying. No one wants to hear me cough on stream, so I will probably be muting myself quite a bit throughout the next couple of hours, and hopefully not ruining people's ears along the way. So we have 19 drivers out on track. Out in the lobby at the moment. It's not quite the start of what the numbers are like at the start of the session, but we have to take into consideration drivers that aren't anywhere near the championship title, aren't battling for victory. There is necessarily no point with them turning up. So we sort of expect a bit of a drop off at the end of a championship. Obviously, if there was a split, a multi-class or a split event, then obviously it might be slightly different. But yeah, that's not how this championship sort of works. It's effectively winner takes all, and that is effectively what's going to happen this evening. So, like I say, we have 19 drivers out on track. Well, we have 18 drivers out on track, and we have an array of times which you can see on your left-hand side of your screen right now. We've got car 300. I'm really bad with pronunciation of names, so I might just stick to team names. So VX 300 Gaming. I'll just probably stick to team names because they're hopefully going to be a little bit easier for me to talk about and sort of say and dictate to you guys. So they are currently leading the way in qualification with a 1:41.752. Then you have a no-name Motorsport, Peter Romeo. I know this guy. What a fantastic guy, Peter. We can delve into a bit more about certain drivers as the session goes forward. He is currently sitting now P3 in this race with a 1:42.015. Two and a bit temps off the fastest lap. To jump in the middle, you got AF Course Team 787. They have just gone P2 with a 1:41.842. So only 9 thousandths of a second quicker, slower than the current P1 guys. Then you've got Eng's Force Blue, so Mr. Owen Cribbs. Big shout out to Owen tonight because he's actually driving this last race with coronavirus. He's feeling very much under the weather this evening, and yeah, he's struggling a bit with having COVID. So not sure how much Owen's going to be able to do today. He's got a teammate in Tippy that hopefully will be able to pick up the mantra and hopefully bring it home for him. But Owen's going to do the best he can when he can until effectively his body turns around and says, no more, I've got to stop what I'm doing. But they currently sit in P4 right now with a 1:42.052. Watch out for car number 3 in this qualification run. There will be up there and thereabouts, no doubt, in this next 11 or so minutes that we've got of qualification. Then we got Iron Lynx. I'm not sure that's the team. I think that's just more the car. Jonas in the Lamborghini car 187. Sorry, they are currently P5 in this with a 1:42.082. Then we've got, looks like a, oh no, I thought it was a coming together. Then we got Kiko Gallo in the Eagles Esports team, car 444. Absolute legend is Gallo. Has raced in many of our events here at TOGA Motorsport and has raced them epically well without any faults, maybe by one or two couple of races, but we aren't all perfect at the end of the day. Currently sitting in P6 in the qualification with a 1:42.295. He is just exiting the pit lane to do another quali run, maybe a new fresh set of boots or whatever he may be picking up. Then you've got in the pits Mr. Ryan O'Sullivan, Big Brain Racing driver, car 14, who actually has been going on at me about having a cake. Basically, there's a unwritten rule that basically if Ryan wins a race for, well, a race at in TOGA Motorsport, that I will buy him dessert or a cake. Don't ask, it's just one of those running jokes that we have. But I'll be true to my word if he ever gets around to winning. I don't have his livery, which is a bit weird, so I'm not sure what's happened there. I have synced them, so I'm not sure why I can't see it. I know he's got a livery for that Lambo, but yeah, apologies, I cannot see that. Ryan is currently sitting down in P7 now, 1:42.352. Then you've got SLR Rosso Dino, Jason Pooley, car 101, currently in P8 for 1:42.465. Do you know what, actually, now I'm looking at these times and watching these drivers fly by, I am so gutted that I couldn't race this evening. Me and Mr. Stevens was my teammate in the Stevens Endurance Team racing car Mercedes. I was so looking forward to racing tonight, but I cannot do that for reasons of, you know, people that have lives outside of sim racing. So I've decided to, well, I say I've decided to, it's good for you guys to have live commentary throughout the whole of this series. So I'm going to pick up the last race and effectively run through with that. Then you've got Mr. Chris Tedder, the Amigos Racing Team. Now Chris, I'm sure, is one of an OG TOGA Motorsport driver. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in a lot of races before. He's currently sitting P10 right now for 1:42.537. He's obviously on an out lap now, just about to start a hot lap. Rip Motorsport, Dominic Schultz, 111, is currently 1/10 up, or nearly 2 tenths up on another flying lap, 1:42.810 for him. P12 is Team Alaba 43, Tice is at Tice Payne, car 43. He's currently on a 142.915 as the Ferrari goes off with a yellow flag. Then you got Matthew Utes in the Apex Predator Racing team. Good guy Matthew is. He's currently running a 143.085 in the Boatley. No BOP for you tonight, mate, with the Bentley having a bit OP with the BOP at the moment. If you haven't watched Community Racing, go over to Twitch and watch what happened to us last night. It was good fun. Then we got Senna Racing, Juan Martins in the Ferrari, 143.527 for him. And then we've got Team Alaba 43, Daniel Blewitz in the McLaren, 143.730 for him. Then you got RGT Racing, Alexander Asaktov, I think that's how you pronounce it. P16 with 144.050, but he is half a second up on his best lap time as we sit here. Then you got Carp Liam, or I'm assuming he's a fisherman, of Brainfish, Team Brainfish. He's got to be a fisherman. He's currently on a hot lap. I think there's a bit of a glitch with the timings. 144.897. Mr. Wolfgang Kuhn, Snappy Sharks 555 Patronus Mercedes, currently in the pits with a 144.912. And then last but not least, you have a McLaren Racing Naziri is in the car 7, not yet to set us lap time. So there we go. We can see some jostling for positions. Obviously, I told you to watch out for car number 3 with Owen at the wheel, and they have gone now P2 with 141.787. But you got Giorgio Brioche, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's improving. Well, no, he's not quite improving on his lap times now, but he was a moment ago. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching us this evening. Hope we're not distracting you with, I know the F1 is on, and the last couple of weeks numbers have dropped off a little bit because the F1 has been on. That is completely understandable, and if my iPad was charged, which I don't think it now is, I would also have the F1 on in the background whilst I commentate. Which I can rectify that with a charger that's right next to me. So no doubt I will be doing that in the next few minutes. So yeah, come and say hello to me. Come and have a chat. I'm more than happy to talk about anything here at TOGA Motorsport with you guys this evening. We're no holds barred. Just don't get me banned from YouTube asking me stupid questions. We are fortunate enough tonight to be able to bring you live stewarding as well. So we have, I think, 2 people as it stands sitting in the commentator's box. Yes, we do. 2 people, George and Ollie, doing commentary. No, I'm doing commentary, doing stewarding tonight. So big shout out to those 2. Hopefully they shouldn't have too many issues to deal with, and it's a relatively clean and easy race for them to steward. As Liam has gone off somewhere, turn 1. Yeah, he has gone off in turn 1 and is now gone back to the pits. Like I say, no holds barred tonight. Ask me whatever you want. It's absolutely fine. I don't mind, within reason, obviously. So 4.5 minutes left of this qualification run. I will need to probably pop and go and grab myself some liquids because I completely forgot to bring any sort of water or anything to my office. And yeah, I've got nothing to drink apart from some air, which is not going to help my throat in any way, shape or form this evening. So yeah, we've got 4 minutes left of quality to run. And what we'll do, I think it's a good opportunity to have a look. Oops, sorry about that. What we'll do is we will have a look at the current driver standings and how does that impact tonight's race. If I can get my words out properly. We'll see who the runners and riders are effectively for the end of this race. So currently sitting in P1 in the championship is car number 2, which is Amigos Racing Team with Chris behind the wheel. Currently 10th right now in quali. They're on 108 points. They are now 5 points behind they're 5 points in front of car 444, which is Kiko Gallo, who is currently sitting 8th in the qualification run. He is 3 temps up. He needs at least 6 temps to be able to be anywhere near, shape or form, sitting on the top grid or on the front row of the grid. In P3 on 101 points, so only 2 points behind that, you've got Engfor's community team, which is effectively Owen's team, who's currently sitting now in P3 in qualification. So only 7 points behind the leaders. So right now, as it stands, if we was to end qualification now, pretty sure Owen and Tippy would win the championship, give or take. Obviously, we got 2 hours of racing left. Anything could happen in the next 2 hours. And then you've got car number 300, who's currently sitting top of the pile right now. VX 300 Gaming Car 300 is sitting in P4 in the championship on 90 points. So 40 points for a win in this championship. And let me just get you the scoring card up so I can refresh myself. So 40 points for a win, 30 points for P2, 35 points for P2, 30 points P3, 24-4, 22-5, 26, 18, 7, 16, 8, 14, 9, 12 for 10th, 10 for 11th, 8, 6, 5, 4, all the way down. Basically, everyone past P19 effectively all gets 1 point. And obviously, yeah, not really involved in the championship if you're unfortunately not scoring maximum points in each of the races. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting race for sure. No doubt. It's definitely worth sticking around for if you guys have the time this evening. Screw the F1. We all know who's going to win anyway. Come and spend time with me here at TOGA Motorsport. You all know you want to. I'm sure you have way more fun than watching the F1. Says me, who's now just turning on the F1 to watch. So that's literally it then. We've got about 50 seconds left of this qualification. Let's see who's on a hot lap right now. Owen is currently a 10th up. As it stands, he's not going to get pole position unless he makes up a little bit more time. He has dropped off a little bit. He's a 10th up. This could take pole. No, he's lost out a bucket load of time. This might move him up into P2, just about. Is that going to move him into P2? No, I think that he's got one more run. He 100% has another run. Car 787 AF Course is currently 1/10 up on their fastest lap. 1:41.842. So the top 10 then are separated by 9 temps, so less than a second. So it's going to be an interesting battle for sure into turn 1. As then the timer ticks down to 0, and that is the qualification over. Guys that are still on a hot lap have got the opportunity to finish their hot lap, but no more hot laps will be started. It's effectively, this is the final hurrah in this race. Peter Romero was up on his time. Commentator's curse is now dropped back and is on par with his best qualifying time. So is Lorenzo. He is now 2 temps up, he's now a 10th up. So it's literally touch and go on how these drivers effectively are where these drivers are going to finish. One last corner then for Lorenzo. He's currently 3 temps up. Is this going to put him on pole position at the start of this race? Here we go then. And it takes him P2. 15,000th of a second separates him and car 300. I can't see anybody else that is improving on lap time. Owen is coming through the last corner now. That's going to be P4 then for Engfor's blue team. They're not going to be able to improve, and that is going to be the last car across the line then before the start of this race. Wow. It was definitely a turn up for the books. That was not expecting that result. Wowza. So you got car 300 on P1 with What an amazing lap. Actually not holding the best sector times at all. But an amazing run. 141.612. Then you've got Lorenzo P2, 141.635. So 15 thousandths of a second of difference. What an insane lap time. And obviously now, of course, it's gone back to the start of the race. So take a breath. Go and grab yourself a drink. We've got 3 minutes before the start of this race. I'm going to grab myself a quick drink. I'm also going to run a quick ad in between here as I'm just taking a step away. Hopefully that means we'll have less ads in the video going forward. So give me 30 seconds or so. I'm going to run and grab myself a drink, and I'll be with you 1 second. Right. So I am back. Thank you for being patient. So with 35 seconds left to go then before the start of this first race. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. I had to run. Here we go. Cool. Everyone's getting there. Oh, welcome into people in the chat, by the way. Sorry, Garcia. Sorry, wow, I can't read. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Welcome in to everybody that's new into the chat. If you're new here, you've just joined us, please do drop a big like on this video. Share it with whoever you can. That'd be absolutely fantastic for you guys to do that. Get as many people to watch this last race as physically possible. That'd be absolutely fantastic. As the cars then are starting their formation lap. So I really hope this tonight's race is going to be one to remember for sure. I'm not sure if my voice is going to hold out for the duration of this race. But we shall see. We will try the hardest we can to make sure my voice holds up. So yeah, just out of love, please do drop a like on the video. My voice has got to get through the next 144 minutes without breaking, or I don't start coughing everywhere and ruining the ambiance for you. But as the driver's now coming out of Sector 1, I should probably get the Kyalami track corner names. Here we go. So as the guys are coming through now, this is going to be, excuse me, where are we on the track? This is going to be turns 10 and 11. My screen was lagging ever so much there. Get rid of that. Perfect. So yes, this is going to be, turns. Yeah, this is turn, well, it's called mine shaft, effectively now coming into turn 12 and into 13 at the end, called the crocodiles. Turn 13 and turn 14 are effectively one and the same, effectively, even though it's classed as a corner, but not technically a corner, if that makes sense. It's just a weird sort of setup. And then into turn 15 we go in a moment, called Cheetah, and then the last turn is turn 16 called Ingru. I think that's how you pronounce it. Said it about 100 times, probably all wrong. And on to the final straight. It's actually turn 1 is on the home straight. It's called the Kink, even though technically it's not a turn, but on the map it is technically classed as turn 1, and turn 2 is actually the first corner off the back straight then. So we are ready, we are rocking, we're waiting for a green light, and we'll be away we go. Hopefully if I can go like this, I should be able to see. And there we go then, ladies and gents, we are a green. We get car number 787 gets a great exit as Peter Romero almost hits the rear of our pole sitter. Into turn 1 or turn 2 we go for the first time. Everybody is through safely, and as you were then, the leaders have stayed exactly where they were. Oh, Chris has had a major incident. I think he's lost it under braking and hit into another car there. That's going to affect his championship before the race even gets going. But everybody else is back through and away safely as we can come off of Helicam now and go into TV cam if possible. And we're right on board with the leaders then as they come into the S's for the first time. A very, very tricky left and then right-hander, not to run too far wide on the exit to not hit the grass, and that'll really affect you into turn 10 as a heavy braking zone. Down into first gear they go, try and snap the oversteer and maybe a short shift into second to try and get the best traction possible. But here we go then. We're not seeing any real jostling for position. I don't think there's going to be a red flag also as it stands, as our leader now comes into turn 13, the crocodiles, and then into turn 14, which is going to be, so this is now turn 13, my mistake, and then into, turn 15, into turn 16, and to complete the first lap, and everybody seems to be as you were then, as we ride on board with Mr. Owen Cribbs in the N Forces Blue qualied P3, still in P3. Just going a bit further back up the grid. Did Tedder make his way back out on track? I think he did. Hello Ryan, welcome in. Yeah, he's now in 14th place, so a big loser in the first opening lap for Chris, but he's got plenty of time and I would say pace in that McLaren to get through. So no red flag then in the whole of this championship, but an excellent thing to have, because we don't want to be doing a red flag, especially with the end time being a slightly later, as Owen gets a massive kick of oversteer in that Ferrari, obviously getting stuck behind Peter in the Aston. Aston pretty powerful round here at Kyalami, obviously no BOP either. That'll be coming in other championships in 2024 here at TOGA. No, in fact, it'll be as soon as next week when we start the Winter Cup, as Owen goes down the inside into turn 10. Great move then up in the inside. Peter might have a good exit, and Owen flicks the indicators on just to say that was a bit of a lunge there, but I made it through. Peter's going to get back on the rear of the Ferrari. Is he going to think about the send No, he's not, as they go into the crocodiles and then into turn 14. And then the weird bump of Cheetah in turn 15. Not to hit that curb too much, otherwise that's going to send you flying. So Owen up into the podium places then, as the leaders aren't disappearing up the road. They are quite close to one another. 0.6 is the gap between P1 and P2. And then obviously a bit of a gap forming now between Romero and P5, which is Lewis in the Lamborghini. And then you've got everybody else effectively behind them. 1 second, I do need to have a little cough. And I did say cough. So yeah, he's starting to effectively be the cork in the imaginary bottle, as you were. All the cars, as you can see, are piling behind him. And it's going to be up to see if Mr. O'Sullivan can actually get past him first as he runs wide into turn 13. Into turn 7. And up the inside. Oh, he's going to try and get round him on the S's. Slight push out the way to say, I'm coming past. It's not touring cars now, Ryan. It is GT3 race. It's going to be 3 abreast then into turn 10. Who's got the bigger cojones? No one. They've all bowed out of it. I thought that was going to be 3 wide, but unfortunately not, as they come into turn 11 then. Look at the gaggle of cars behind now. O'Sullivan is now going to pull away. He's got some pace in that Lamborghini, I am sure. But if we ride on board back with a little... Hang on 1 second, though. I do see a Porsche trying to have a look at the McLaren of O'Connor, the car 43. Is he going to try into turn 15? No, I don't think he's going to be that clever. And there we go then. Everybody else seems to be back through and away. So Romero's starting to drop back a little to the top 3 guys. It's I know Peter's definitely got pace inside that Aston Martin, so I wonder if he's playing the long game and just waiting to see what's going to happen out in front before he makes a move. Maybe better tyre preservation or something along those lines, just to see what the other lot are going to do. So we've got 3 Ferraris and an Aston. The top 4 then. Ferraris are very, very fast around here. Actually, no, they're not. I think they're a bit of a handful around here, actually, the Ferrari. But nevertheless, these 3 are obviously relatively fast drivers and evenly matched, I can see, with their fastest lap being held by Owen at the moment, 142.277. Definitely feel another bottle of water is going to be required before the end of this 2.5 hour race. I'm already almost halfway through my bottle of water with a waffle I'm talking. So the leaders are pretty settled right now. They're getting themselves into a routine. Someone that's not in a routine, has lost out quite a lot, is Gallo, currently sitting down in P10. Now Gallo is a championship contender and really needs to sort out... Oh, it's just as I've said that, he's had an absolute ridiculous slide out of the back of turn 14 then. Turn 13. And yeah, he's effectively lost out on a few places. Into turn 16 he goes. He's lost out on the time to the Porsche now in front of him, which is car 599, driven by Sergey, not the guy from the TV advert. But Sergey from RGT Racing Academy. But they're all jostling for positions then as they go into turn 2 then for the 4th time in this race. If you are watching us, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Drop a like on the video if you are watching us. Hopefully you can stick with us for the next 2 hours and yeah, you'll hopefully enjoy some amazing racing then, as we can see some time penalties already starting to come through on the timing screen, which is a very, very interesting indeed. So we'll have to keep an eye on that in the future as the race gets underway and really starts to nestle down. We can really have a look at what's happening then. But we have a long queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all battling out for basically P11. as it stands right now, which is being held by Chris, who's currently got a 15-second time penalty on the lap 1 incident. I'm staying impartial to all of the stewarding decisions in today's race. I'm not getting involved. That's down to somebody else to deal with, not me. And as Jason Pooley then is alongside, and I think now through and past Hoffman in car 111 as they go through turn 15, the Cheetah, and then down to 16. Oh, we've got a big crash. Daniel is gone off at turn 15. This sausage curb of doom. It's what it's normally known as to me anyway. Is he going to go straight into the pits, or is he going to carry on? What is he going to do? He is going to carry on for the next few laps to see exactly how much damage that car has got. But that was rather unfortunate. Just lost it on the sausage curb, and that was effectively him in the wall. So he's got a lot to do then. So we're on board car number 7 is the McLaren of Prokopov. He's currently trying to push, but he's also trying to defend at the same time, with the Porsche behind him of Sergey in car 599. And he's obviously trying to catch car 43 of O'Connor. Currently 0.6 the gap as they go into the S's and out the other side for the fifth time I should say, in this race, and down to 13 into the Crocodiles. And round we go. A very, very tricky left-hander, like I say, on the power, nice and early if possible, to get good speed. He hasn't got quite the legs to get past him here, but a good toe and a good piece of braking might push him up the inside. He does go for the send. Is he going to hold it into turn 13? He does. Is that going to open the door for Sergey in 559? No, it's not, but he's back alongside on the wrong side then into turn 15. Watch out for that sausage curve, and then into 16 we go then. The move was done for about half a turn, and then effectively that was the move retaken back as we ride on board with the onboard of Jamie O'Connor. Obviously he has got a McLaren and a Porsche right behind him, close by, as it's looking like Sergey has now managed to get past car number 7 on the timing screen. Obviously we'll hopefully get the camera to flick back, and we can see now, yes, he has. The Porsche has managed to get back past him, and as they go into turn 7, the barbecue, turn 5, and down the fast straight, very tricky right-hander coming up in Sunset, yes, holding on to as much grip as possible with these tyres for this first stint, and into Clubhouse they go. Again, a very, very tricky left-hander down into second, and then into the S's we go. Lift, little dab of brakes, and just basically full power. Close your eyes and make sure you come out the other side and not in the wall. So effectively O'Connor's managed to eke out a little gap now. He's got 0.6, but it's that Porsche, very quick off the line is the Porsche. So naturally aspirated, non-turbocharged engine obviously does manage to get a good pickup, other than unlike most other cars, due to the having no turbo and just all engine power. As we're on board with now Chris in the McLaren. So Chris has got he's in a bit of a we've got someone gone straight on turn 15. Who was that? I think that might have been Pooley. No, it wasn't. It was Prokopov has gone straight on, hit that sausage curb. The sausage curb has obviously taken another victim in this first race, as I won't spoil the F1 for people, but there's been a major incident out on track. I say major incident, no one is seriously hurt. But we can see Kiko is being put under some serious pressure, and that's going to be 3 wide as he bounces off the curbs. Not a lot Kiko could do there. That was the car effectively causing its own problems. We see a yellow flag somewhere. Ryan O'Sullivan, has he gone backwards somewhere? I think he has. He's dropped down to P9. Just saw a momentary yellow flag, and yes, you can He is now behind, or is in front of, sorry, Matthew Yodes in the Bentley. So not sure what's happened to O'Sullivan there, whether he has had an incident himself or he's had contact with another driver. Only time will tell. As we got a car stopped on track, 462 by the looks of it, has stopped on track, which is, who is that going to be? That is Liam in the Aston Martin. So hopefully he'll get back going again, and he'll be able to carry on for the rest of this race, and into the darkness we'll start diving very, very soon. So this battle does continue then. So we've got 599 Porsche is slowly closing the gap then to O'Connor. O'Connor did manage to pull away ever so slightly, but that Porsche has now closed the gap, and Sergey is now slowly starting to push as much as he can. 2 tenths quicker as well on that last lap to Jamie in the Team Oliver 43 McLaren. Is he going to go for the send into turn 2? Not quite the door open for the send. Whether or not he can get it back through into the second sort of part of the sector 1, it's very, very tricky to get any sort of overtaking done as we move back to Matthew, who has got the Ferrari of Pooley all over his rear end. Another Ferrari in today's race. 0.3 the gap is. A little dab of brakes there from Matthew. I'm not really sure how the Bentley reacts really too much round Kyalami. As he thinks about the send, no, I don't think he's managed to get it through. No, as he go past the metal gating, we don't see any change of position just yet. But yes, into the S's we go, and it's a very, very tricky overtaking point. Both drivers impeccably driven not to crash into each other, because that is a very difficult. As Kiko gets past them as well, takes advantage of the little send as we ride on board with Matthew, and he's got another car on his left hand side. It's going to be 3 abreast then as they go into the mineshaft turn for the 8th time today. Well, as we've cut back the beauty of the auto camera, just as I'm getting involved into a nice little tasty little battle, we have Sergey getting past the McLaren just about into turn 15, but touches the grass, which is going to affect his exit speed. But as you can see in the rearview mirror, Tedder has got past as well. I think he has. Yes, has he? Yes, I think they're on the back straight. Who's got the biggest engine power and the best exit? Up into P7 then, Tedder. Again, Tedder is currently leading the championship as he got O'Sullivan now effectively 3 wide into turn 2. This is going to end poorly. No, O'Sullivan goes heavy on the brakes, and Jamie's going to go, thank you very much, I'll take back that place. Thank you very much indeed, as we carry on then. 2 hours and 7 minutes to go. Davide Mandalisi comes in. Welcome in, mate, to you, and welcome in to everybody who is here tonight. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully, as well, I can keep up. I'm as good as Mac and as good as Ollie in the old commentary box. So I'm really trying my hardest. I'm not sure if 2 hours and 7 minutes is going to be too long for me to carry on, but at this moment in time, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and welcome in. Don't forget, you could also become a TOGA Motorsport member just by clicking the little pound sign at the bottom. It's oh no, it's not. It's the little plus sign at the, no, it's not. It's I'm not sure where it is. Somewhere down the bottom of your screen, you could become a member of our community. It says little as $2.99 to become a member of TOGA Motorsport, and effectively your membership goes a long way. It helps us to run the community, do nice giveaways. Oh, that's a really bad touch then. Pooley has taken the rear of O'Sullivan into the heavy braking zone, and that is unfortunate again. O'Sullivan is really not having the greatest of luck in this championship. He has struggled so much with the car, and that's pushed him down into P15. As we ride on board then with the leaders, it's been very quiet up until this point. They've just gone about their daily business with no worries at all. And Peter Romeo now is a lot closer to Owen than he was maybe a few laps ago. So is this Peter just starting to turn the screw ever so slightly, just to see if he can get alongside and past Owen. and see what he can do. I'm doing quite fine. Just if you don't consider I'm still studying, well, studying's important as much as sim racing is important. As I take a swig of drink, your studies are, if not the most important thing. So don't forget to do your studies for sure. So who are we on now? We're on Juan Martins in the simracing Ferrari. He's currently got Matthew in front of him. Lovely looking livery. It's just a nice and simple standard Ferrari looking. That is currently, where are we looking? We're looking down in P13 as it stands. We've got Wolfgang in the pits as well. Hopefully that's not terminal for him. But I know he has obviously been given a time penalty as well, so he must be serving that. But yeah, I think Matthew has lost out a bit last couple of positions. So that Bentley gets a bit squirrely on exit of turn 14 there as they go into Cheetah. Just everyone's trying to stay clear of that bump. It's going to be very difficult when the sun goes down. The driver's not clipping that curb as fatigue slowly starts kicking in. We're on board with car 101, who I suspect will have a penalty coming his way ever so shortly for an incident with him and O'Sullivan a few moments ago. Slightly unfortunate, missed the braking zone and it's just piled into the back of O'Sullivan's Lamborghini. But the front of that Ferrari is looking a bit untidy and a bit scruffy due to maybe slight contacts with other drivers out on track. He's close behind Kiko. Kiko's obviously gained an extra place from the last time we saw him. Up into P9 he is as we go through turn 7 at Clubhouse. And into the S's then. It's again, he's going to try the move he done earlier, was we skip back just at the wrong time. Bloody auto cam. Bloody auto cam. But we go back to Justin Hoffman. What a great name. I reckon that's no relation to Dustin Hoffman. Sitting down in position 14, car 1-1, who's over the rear end of the other Ferrari. 0.3 is the gap. A good exit here, definitely great exit. Is that going to push him any closer with a nice little toe to see if he can get past into the latter part, as we've got a yellow flag up ahead for car, oh no, I think that's car 3. Is it not? Is that Owen? I think it could have been, yes. I think it looks like Owen has skipped down the grid. Not sure if there was contact. Let's have a quick look. Yes, possible contact between where are we? No, it doesn't look like it's contact. I'm not sure if that was just a moment of lapse in concentration between Owen and his brain. But yeah, very interesting indeed. Looking like zero contact has happened, as Sergey now is trying to benefit from a mistake from Owen effectively then, as he just hit the curb, did he? I'm assuming that's Tippy. No, that can't be Tippy, is it Tippy? Oh, welcome in, Tip. So there we go then, folks. The sausage curb at turn 15, it affects everybody. It not only does it affect the rookies, it also affects the alien drivers. Oh, you're with Tippy. Oh, okay. Sorry. But welcome in, Iceman. Hope you're doing well. I saluted the camera even though the camera's not on. It's just a normal reaction that I do. If you, yeah. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. It's a shame he just clipped the curb, but I suppose, you know, he's feeling under the weather. We can allow that. We can allow that to happen, can't we? It's just a natural thing that's happened. So what have we got going on here now then? Oh, Christ, that was a close one. The Ferrari, the 111 Ferrari almost just took out the rear of the fellow Ferrari friend. As Kiko then is over the back of car 101, then into the heavy braking zone we got. And yes, you can see car 101 has picked up a 10-second time penalty for the incident, I'd imagine, with O'Sullivan a few laps ago. So effectively that's bumped him down a few positions then to everybody else. We've still got 19 cars, yes, 19 drivers are available, or on track I should say. So that's good to, always good to see that we've still managed to keep or retain the starting grid at least. What we'll do as we get into the evening sunset, we'll have a look at the we'll do some quick calculations based off the current standings, where people would be finishing, where the points put people as if they finish in those positions. We'll do that in a little while, maybe half an hour or so's time. As car number 7, McLaren Racing, has got Matthew in the Bentley all over the rear of him. As we go on back on board then with him, is Matthew going to try and get up the inside? No, into turn 14. Into turn 14. Into 15 they go as Cheetah. Stay away from that curb. A little bit wide the McLaren run there, but down to first gear. You can see on the left hand of your screen he's in first. Short shift up to second, maybe to get a good bit of traction, and hope and fingers crossed and pray that the Bentley doesn't get you with the slipstream. Although the McLaren is pretty rapid without BOP added to it, so that's very very interesting. So sorry for Owen. Anyway, I can't help but cheer my friend Peter. Yeah, let's go, Davide. I know you got your favourites. You got your favourites. You have to have your favourites. You can try and cheer as many people as possible, but at the end of the day, you do have your favourites, and I totally appreciate that. So look at this three-way battle then for P8. So you've got O'Connor, Pooley, and Gallo all battling it out for one position. Unfortunately for Pooley, he does have a 10-second time penalty as it stands. So really, Gallo can just effectively just sit there as long as he doesn't do anything stupid. He has gained a freebie, but it's whether or not the pace, he has got the pace advantage. As we can see on our screen, car number 7 there is a yellow flag for car 7. Not sure what's happened there, but a nice little switcheroo for Matthew then. Has got the inside line coming down into turn 12. Heavy braking zone before turn 13. Who's going to be able to get in front as we get to turn 13? Both on the brakes as hard as possible, but I don't think the outside is going to be the optimal line for Matthew. But he's got to watch out for the other two Ferraris closing the gap. But what's happened? What's happened to car number 7? It's just stopped. Did he miss a gear? Well, what happened there? That was the weirdest overtake. It looked like he had the move completely sewn up to defend, and then he just stopped. But that's the weirdest thing. As Hoffman then in car 111 has got the other Ferrari right behind him. Is tucked out on the outside. Are we going to see a red Ferrari? I think we might in our left-hand screens any second now. I think they're still side by side, or into the dangerous curbs. But I think he's managed to get through. Yes, he's held the position. Oh, big old slide into turn 5, and now a bit of a straight now into the very, very tricky right-hander. Little lift and dab is effectively the aim of the game. Maybe drop a gear just to get a bit of good traction out the other side, and into club they go. And Justin still holds on to currently P13 of the race. And breathe for a second, and breathe. Jamie is currently still holding on quite nicely to P8 in this race. He's got a hefty gap of around about 4 seconds to Tedder in front. But Tedder is yet to serve his 15-second time penalty, although that's quite big in this championship decider, because effectively Tedder is leading the championship only by 5 or 6 points. So a 15-second time penalty here is going to be a lot out the other side. So very interesting to see the outcome of what's going to happen in this race over the next hour and 56 minutes. Hope you're doing well. Ches is in the house. My new wheels give me so much more confidence in dirt rally. Can't wait for WC to come out. Let's go. You get yourself, you should get yourself involved with a bit more ACC then, Ches, if it's giving you more confidence. Well, I don't know what's happened here. We're currently on board with Wolfgang, currently running down in P19. I think he's currently 2 laps down. I'm not sure if he's had technical issues or he's had other issues to deal with. I know he also picked up a time penalty quite early on in the race, so that's obviously hindered him ever so slightly. But I love the livery of this McLaren. I know Darryl also runs it, who's obviously one of our moderators and stewards here at TOGA Motorsport. So it's a fantastic livery, and I hope you guys love it too. As I'm just checking the Discord chat, can see. Well, I've signed up for the Christmas races. Other than that, all the leagues are full. Yeah, it's so annoying, right? It's so annoying that the oh wow, so football fans out there, the Marseille and Lyon game has been called off because their coach got attacked on the team bus. That's rather unfortunate, and hope he's okay and not too beat up. Whoa, we got car 101 has had a massive moment out of turn 16. Has touched the wall ever so slightly, so that's put Pooley down into P10 then, as Gallo's got a great exit out of turn 16. He's now heavily alongside into the heavy braking zone. Into turn 2 we go. We've missed it again. It's just our luck. Every time there's a big send into turn 2, it flicks to another camera. But obviously there's plenty of battles out on track. Obviously the auto camera is trying to pick up. And yeah, it's doing a good job so far, as Justin is currently all over the rear still of car 7. Obviously car 7 of Prokopov had an interesting damn, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, someone's just followed us over on Twitch, and the alerts weren't supposed to pop up there, which is slightly annoying, which means that our video may not get monetized on YouTube, which is obviously not what we want. Should probably change the alert for followers on YouTube, on Twitch, sorry, or at least turn them off. There we go. I'm not sure. I don't think it popped up on your screen. I think it might have actually, didn't it? As well. Right, let's get back to the action after that technical hiccup. Well, who was it? It was Rue. It was Rue. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch, even though you're not here. On the other hand, Ellsborg are looking strong to win. I'm assuming that's the league name. 3 games left, 1 point behind the lead, with 1 or less game played, with 3 games left of the season. Let's go. Let's go. So you got Lewis in the Lambo. Obviously you can see in your, or you could see in the rear view mirror, but you can see it now outside view that Owen is slowly, I think, now picked up some pace again and has got through his slight hiccup that he had, which obviously put him out of podium position. It's going to put him hopefully back up into P4 now. He has gone ever so wide. This is completely unlike Owen. he must be feeling completely under the weather, because he's normally a lot more smoother and a lot more car control than he's currently got right now. So big kudos to Owen for even being able to race tonight. Oh, get down to the last round. Interesting, very interesting indeed, Chez. That's amazing. So I wonder when. So we got pit stop. We've got one mandatory pit stop in tonight's race. So effectively, pit stop should effectively, if it's a 50-50 split, I'm not sure what the sort of how many stops drivers are going to need in the race tonight, because obviously I was supposed to be, or me and George were supposed to be racing in this last round at Kyalami. As Owen thinks about the send into Clubhouse, not really going to get anything going there. Look how squirrely on the exit he gets. Into the S as they go, not close enough to get past. Maybe if he can get a better exit and maybe a lunge into turn 10, which he's a bit far back for. Is he going to go for it? Not this occasion, but a good exit from Owen may get him closer. It's not looking likely at this stage. 0.2 the gap as they go down past into Mineshaft and ready for the heavy braking zone into turn 13, the Crocodiles. Is Owen going to go for the move? He's alongside, almost, not quite alongside. As they go into the Cheetah then, stay away from that yellow curve, Owen. A good exit out of turn 16, sorry. Should get him past the Lamborghini before the heavy braking zone of turn 2 on the next lap. He is so much closer. Here we go then. He pops it out. Wait. That gets banned from on YouTube. Into the heavy braking zone we go then. Can he get it down into Crowthorne? Turn 2, and the position has changed. Yeah, again, he's managed to get past him. Like I see on the timing screen, he's not got back past. He's already gained half a second on Lewis. So that is Owen up into P4. Then as Gallo, oh, that is a send and a half. That was very close. From more contact then between him and car 101 in Pooley. Don't worry, Kiko. Don't worry. You're going to get that place back. He's got 15 seconds in the pits yet, mate. Got plenty of time. No need to be angry. Just keep calm and keep going. If we win on Pateron non-stop for the whole month, let's go. Oh, too wide as we go through. Is that the S's? Yes, I think. Oh, they've touched, and that's Matthew in the kitty litter. Before, no, that's Clubhouse, isn't it? Yeah, just turn 6 that was. Then Sunset, they were too wide and very, very tricky to keep two cars on full chat alongside one another. So no wonder it's ended with a lovely little tap, but has knocked Matthew down a couple of plates. Look how big that Bentley is compared to the Ferrari. It's huge. You've got to love those helicopter shots. They really make sale. Yeah, exactly, 100%. No, totally. I must admit, I do like the auto camera. It makes life so much easier. So you can really just talk about that one incident. Boatley or Chunkley, yeah, exactly. It's huge. Although BOP for Bentley has been a bit OP in this week's LFM. If you was racing with us yesterday, you would have found that the Bentley was up there at Hungarian. Rapid it was. So Ryan O'Sullivan then, is he going to go for the send into turn 16? Yeah, what a great exit, Ryan. Good move. I know, obviously, I think he had a slight touch with Pooley earlier on. He's now trying to fight his way back up the grid. He does have the pace to get back past. Can he hold on now with the raw speed of the Ferrari? Is he going to go and send the inside? Is Juan into turn 2 then? I think Ryan just about holds on. Brakes a little bit later, and I think that's job done for now. The Ferrari had a bit of a weird exit there. Whether or not they can both stay on the track, they can. But that has moved O'Sullivan up into P13 then, with quite a long way to go to get back to where he needs to be. So I wonder if he's going to go for a longer stint than before. So a little bit of a lonely race for Alexander at the moment. Currently sitting down in 17th place. Not here nor there really for him. Not sure if he's had any incidents with any drivers out on track, or this is just race pace for him as it stands. It's good to see different levels of drivers, people that are battling for the championship, or people just here just because they want to race, not done a simulated 24-hour event before. It's good just to see lots of different types of people. And I think it's a good opportunity as we ride on board with Alexander that anyone that is watching us tonight that hasn't yet subscribed to our channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell and keep up to date with all our content we have on this channel. We've got loads of content coming up over Christmas, into the new year, and other events coming up in 2024. Also, don't forget we still have events for 2023 as well. I think it's the slap cars getting past Silly Man in the Brainfish. I think that's Liam's partner in crime this evening. We still have lots of events coming up for 2023. Don't forget, starting next Sunday, we have the Winter Trophy or Winter Cup. That we are fortunate enough to be able to be running the LFM BOP list. So every single week we'll take the latest LFM and we'll upload it to the server, and effectively that will be the BOP for that race. So hopefully that will mean the racing will be epic, and we should be able to get some good commentary going along. I might pick up the mantra for Sunday nights, actually doing commentary. I've quite enjoyed the last effectively an hour, I think now I've been commentating for. Well, no, sorry, is it been an hour? 144 minutes is 2 hours and 20 minutes. So no, just about last 50 or 40 minutes or so. I have enjoyed doing the commentary so far, so I might pick up Sunday nights unless somebody else wants to do it for me, which, I mean, I quite like to race, but still. Hopefully some. Well, if anyone's interested, in fact, you know what? If anyone's interested in helping us out here at TOGA Motorsport, the link for Discord is in our video description. Do go over and join our Discord if you're not already a member. Most of you probably already are. If you guys are interested in any commentary, any stewarding, any Discord modification or anything like that, please do get in touch with us. We are a community that pride ourselves on giving people a chance. People coming to us with not much experience or not much confidence, and we basically build them up to effectively get them doing all sorts of different things. So if you're interested in helping us out in any way, shape or form, then please drop us a line, get us in touch with us, and I'm sure we can make something happen. As Matthew goes for the lunge into turn 2, then as he got the job done, I think he might just about have it. They're both going to be close into turn 4. Turn 5 they go into the barbecue, as Matthew definitely has now got that position gained, as car number 7 has touched the grass ever so slightly, but it's not over yet. I don't think. It's sunset they go, and Matthew is going to try and hold on to that position. Yes, I think he's just about to go to be able to, is into clubhouse they go, and yes, he's definitely made that place his own. Also, TOGA has the amazing partnership. Oh dear, yes, Ches. If there's a place to put the plug, that was insert great plug there. I'll tell you what, I'll applaud that. Amazing. Well done, Ches. Loved that. Loved that. Got time for that. Yeah, well done, Ches. You got my seal of approval with that plug. That was perfectly timed. That was perfectly timed, Ches. 100%. That was definitely perfectly timed. Oh, brilliant. Pure genius. Yeah, pure genius. So the sun is starting to now finally set after, well, it seems like, oh, 10-second time penalty for car 787. What the actual F has happened here? Causing a collision with 462. Bloody hell. Okay. That spices things up a bit. So Owen has also picked up a 10-second time penalty. For what? Causing a collision with 187. Wow. That's Very, very interesting. I didn't see those contacts out on track. So, yeah, very interesting. Stewards aren't holding any punches tonight. Very, very interesting indeed. So that's Pooley with a 20-second time penalty now. Car 101. So it's picked up another 5 seconds for unnecessary contact with car 43. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's that spices things up a bit. So 787 and car 3 have both picked up a 10-second time penalty for causing collisions out on track. So there we go then. So I'm just giving my voice a little bit of a break. So I had to apologise for the dead air just then. It was just my voice trying to give it some space. Oh dear. Car 3 didn't hit another car. The car turned into him. Strange. Okay. Well, regardless of any incidents or whatever, it'll all be you're about to appeal any incidents 100% once the race is finished. So it'll go through the appeals process. Meaning that anyone that's not stewarded tonight's race can have an opinion on the incident, and then any appeal processes, if the appeal process is successful, then obviously the penalty will be removed. If not, it stays. We can't be fairer than that, I suppose. That's just effectively how it works. So yeah, we'll just have to. Nothing can be changed now. It's effectively get through the end of the race and then see what happens. Oh, a little lock up there from car 462. Obviously, the stewards have seen it. Have seen something happened. Something has happened, and effectively that's what they've ruled. Yeah, we'll deal with it as and when it arises. Ches, you should definitely, mate. I mean, I would not say that I am anywhere near the level of Ollie or Mac or Julius. I don't have the natural ability to talk crap, basically. So yeah, I find it difficult sometimes. Jonas put Stewart did the right decision. Car 3 couldn't keep its line while overtaken, therefore caused damage. Well, I think we keep the chat not talking about incidents. Obviously, the penalty's been dished out to the drivers in question, so the appeals process is there for a reason, and we'll keep it that way. If you guys don't mind. But welcome in, Jonas. I hope you're doing well. I'm assuming you are the team in question. So car 187. I presume that's you're part of that team. Car 187 being Lewis. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, so Big Brain Racing, Ryan O'Sullivan, then up to P14 we go as the lights are starting to dip and the lights are coming on the cars, and we go again then for I guess this is the most difficult part of the race. As the sun starts going down, all your braking points and your reference points almost disappear, and you effectively have to realign yourself very, very quickly to your night driving and the style of night driving, and find your new reference points and your braking points, and hopefully not lose out on too much lap time. I think the lap time naturally comes down anyway when it gets to the night sets in, just because obviously drivers can't see as well with the day conditions, and obviously the track temperature also drops off quite a lot as well. So we're going to start seeing some lap times no doubt come down ever so slightly in the middle part of this race. So in terms of pit strategies then, effectively we've been racing now for almost 1 hour. So I'd imagine pit stops or strategies for drivers get a little bit longer before we start seeing cars boxing for their mandatory pit stop. You can see a couple of drivers have already stopped. Wolfgang and Man have both stopped for their mandatory stop. I doubt they'll be able to get to the end on their current situation, but they definitely have made a stop of some description. I'll have a talk with the guys and see if anything can happen. Yeah, no worries, Ches. You're interested, man. You're interested. As simple as that. We'll try and facilitate. As O'Connor then goes in the pits from, well, what was he? P11, I think he was. So he goes in the pits then. So maybe some stops happening now, depending on fuel sizes or just stints. Drivers, people with teams, different drivers going into the pits and swapping drivers. As yeah, I'm settled in now. The leader's in the pits then. Our leader is currently in the pits. He's got a 15-second gap to P2 as it stands then. So interesting call then from the leaders then in P1. They are pitted, in my opinion, quite early, but maybe a good strategy as Peter also goes into the pits. This is to switch tyres and to obviously increase those tyre pressures, no doubt, to be able to get optimal track temperature, or sorry, tyre temperature for the track temperature out on track. So interesting call then for those guys coming into the pits. That means, are they stopping? Or will they be able to get those tyres all the way through then till effectively outside once the sun rises again and it's morning? Bearing in mind the race start was at 10 AM, so effectively it's still going to be relatively low temperatures at 10 AM effectively when the cycle's through the time. So maybe that's what they've done. Maybe they've decided to box now and effectively go through to the end. If they can get through to the end on the current fuel load, then could be a good strategy for the guys that have pitted then. So effectively that changes the order ever so slightly. You have car 787 and car 3, 1 and 2, both with 10-second time penalties to take. So I wonder whether or not they're going to try and go long now and see if they can eke out the gap, bearing in mind other drivers are stuck in traffic. Try to get through the traffic at night time. So it's going to be an interesting strategy to play out, especially with the guys with time penalties. But like I say, time penalties have been applied to drivers for what the stewards have seen. Yeah, it's one of those weird ones that you know, will be dealt with after the end of the race, no doubt, I'm sure. So who did we box then? So car 300, Peter Romero box. We also pitted. We got Payne and we got Pooley. We got Asakov as well pitted, car 27, and Blewitz also pitted, car 51. So quite a few people have boxed, not quite half the grid. But a good, as we got a little bit of a slide as we just changed camera then. So one car that did stop then is Peter Romeo, currently now in P12. If I look at the sort of mini map on the right hand side, he has got a little bit of traffic. He's got about 1.5 seconds of clear air until he starts catching up to the back of O'Sullivan, Martins, Prokov and Gallo, although Gallo has stopped now. is just boxed now. So Peter, I'm not sure, is he going to get stuck in too much traffic? Was quite comfortably sitting in P3 after obviously Owen's slight mishap earlier on in the race. So it's whether or not he can dispatch these cars before the other guys can disappear off up the track. So interesting call. Be good to stick on board with Peter if we can. And same with currently P5 car, yeah, sitting in P5. He's got where are we? He's got a lot of clear air in front of him. So actually, the pit stop has worked for our leader effectively. He's got bucket loads of space to try and get some good laps in, whereas Peter has come out really at the wrong place. Is now stuck in quite a lot of traffic. So everyone's hopefully settled in now to their night shift and their night driving, and it's going to be a little bit of a slog now as oh, hang on, what? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. 1 second. Right, apologies. I just had to clear something up in our Discord server, so I apologise for the quiet time. You've probably had enough of my droney voice. Anyway, so yeah. Right, so what have we got then? Oh, we've got a tasty little battle here for P8 by the looks of it. O'Sullivan and Romero battling with Martins. Romero has boxed, but this is what I was saying. Romero's getting caught in traffic where he was comfortably in P3 for a while. He does go for the inside line on O'Sullivan and gets through. Yes, the job is done. Fresher tyres, no doubt, with better, massive traction advantage, and that means O'Sullivan's got through as well. So I think I think poor old Martins had a really bad exit of turn 2 and effectively opened the door wide open. So it's 2 cars to go. Well, thank you very much. I'm coming through. So, excuse me. Oh dear. So I'm just trying to catch my breath ever so slightly. Apologise for that. It's difficult to see cars and corner numbers when the night starts to really sink in. I found that when I was driving in this championship, I always did the sort of the night shift effectively, and yeah, it was very difficult to jump in the car after well, basically fresh and start just to go and race. I found it very, very difficult to do that. So as what was that? Pooley picks up a drive-through penalty. Then I'm assuming that's for track limit infringements. Right, sorry guys. Can I just give me like 30 seconds or so? I just need to go for a quick comfort break and just to give myself a new drink, and I'll be right back with you. 1 second. Right, I'm so sorry. When you're the community owner and you get messages from lots of different people asking you questions about lots of different things about the community, everything just sort of goes wayward for a few seconds. Yeah, sorry, Daniel. Big respect to Owen. Yep. Driving at the moment in P2 with coronavirus. Big shout out, and please don't tell me you crashed out again or you've been crashed out. Ryan, what's happened now? Oh. Okay, I thought it was to do with a car 43. Someone's been disqualified for brake checking, for a second brake checking incident. Apparently. What's happened? What's happened here, mate? Honestly, this cough needs to go. I'm literally struggling. Like, every time I cough, I just get lightheaded. It's such a shame, man. Sorry, guys. I'm really hungry. And obviously, it's Halloween coming up. And I've already started to eat the Halloween chocolates. My wife's going to kill me. I'm going to have to buy another packet of Halloween chocolates at this rate. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Right, sorry, I'll get them with 30 seconds. Hang on. Hello, sorry, I'm so sorry everyone. I've been pulled from pillar to post, from family things to TOGA things to all sorts, so I am so sorry that I've missed basically the whole middle part of this race. Yeah, I've just been trying to deal with, yeah, because effectively we're supposed to be running with 3 stewards tonight, we've only got 2 stewards tonight, and the stewards that we've got on tonight aren't necessarily the stewards we'd have every Sunday. It's just been a bit of a nightmare to deal with. So I've been trying to help out whilst do commentary and all that fun stuff in between. So Mr. Sullivan, I do apologise for your incident. That has been reviewed by our stewards, and that was totally out of order. And yeah, not very good race etiquette. Yeah, not very good race etiquette at all. So those will be that person will be dealt with. No questions asked. But everybody else, hope you're all having a great race. I'm a bit deflated now, I'm not going to lie. I'm supposed to be really upbeat for this championship decider, but with incidents that have happened and have gone on, I'm a bit like, I just wanted a really chill race this evening, but we haven't got it, which is what it is, right? We can only do what we've got in front of us, and we all make mistakes, and yeah, we move on from that. So we've got 37 minutes left of the race. We can still enjoy ourselves for the next 37 minutes. Thank you to everyone who has stayed and is here and hasn't gone anywhere. Thanks to all the new people that are here. Thanks for all the likes on the videos, by the way. Do keep smashing the like on the video. You can see a little total in the bottom middle part of your screen. It does say 100 likes is our goal. Maybe a bit far-fetched to say the very least, but maybe if we can get to say 50, I don't know, that might be, or even 25 might be something that we strive for before the end of this race, going forward into the final frontier, so to speak. So out in front then is currently car 3, Owen Cribbs, or the N4 team guys. So currently well ahead, but obviously I think they're going to do a driver swap potentially towards the end of the race, because I know Tippy is Owen's teammate, and Owen's done a stellar job getting thus far, especially with not feeling 100%, and having coronavirus. So it's good to see. It's good to see them guys currently winning at the moment. I'm not sure what that does. Should we do? I'll tell you what. I did say what I would do is work out the current points system and see what people would start getting. Let me calculate that now. So as it stands, then. As it stands, let's get a new tab. So Owen's team currently, so car 3 takes home 40 points. Car 300 will take home 35 points, and car 787 will take 30 points. Look out for car number 2 as well, because he's currently winning the championship. Car number 2 is currently sitting down in P9, which is only going to get them 14 points. And who else am I looking for? Gallo, car 444. Car 444 is going to receive only 16 points. Okay, so let's do the maths then really quickly. So car number 3 is at 101 points. As it stands right now, they're going to be receiving 141 points. They haven't got the fastest stat right now, but obviously that's as it stands. Car 300 is currently sitting with 90 points, but they're going to pick up 35 more points. So that's going to take them to 125 points plus the 1 point. So I'll put a question mark next to that. Car 787. I don't think 787 is really anywhere near the mix. Only got 20 points. So they're going to be picking up 50 points total, so it's not really going to make a dent in it. Car number 2 is obviously our leaders of the championship on 108 points so far. They're going to pick up 14 points, so 108, 114, and they're going to be 122 points as it stands. And then car 444 is on 103 plus the 16, so they're going to be on 119 points. So as it stands right now, that's a lie. They're going to be on 143 points. Yeah, 143 points. Effectively is as it stands right now. Obviously now Tippy is now back in the car, so that's knocked their team down to P5 or 5th place, which means they're going to only be picking up 22 points as it stands. So if I just update the calculation, they're going to be on a 125 points. So effectively, as it stands right now, they're going to win the championship by 3 points. As it stands right now. So effectively, if car 2 can get anywhere near car 444 to overtake, or make it higher up the grid, or Tippy doesn't have any incidents out on track before the end of the race, that's it. Car number 3 wins the championship by 3 points as it stands right this very second, as I've done the calculation. So it's going to be a very interesting last 31 minutes, because Tippy just basically needs to keep the car on the track and to keep the car on the track and to basically come home, and they will take the championship. So yeah, it's going to be very good fun. It's going to be interesting. Vamos Lilo. So Lilo, I think that's how I pronounce it. Car 300, currently P1 in this race. They got 10-second time penalty for car 187. So yeah, effectively. Oh no, hang on, no. So no, that's a lie. Effectively, car 300 as it stands will win the championship. Sorry, I've just completely made an absolute mistake of that, haven't I? Have I made a mistake? Hang on, I've made a mistake here. Hang on. So car 300 will be on 40 points now. 40 points. Which will put them... Car 300, 40 points. Yeah, I've made a massive boo-boo here, haven't I? 40 points will put them on 130 points, yeah. So as it stands right this very second, Owen's team does not win the championship. Plus the 1 point for fastest lap, put question mark next to it. So that is effectively as it stands right now. They win the championship by 5 points. So Tippy's got a lot of work to do. No doubt they'll be on fresh tyres, and effectively... yeah, he's just got to push now. All he's got to do is push, and to try and eke out whether or not car 300 is going to stop again before the end of this race is another question as well, because you don't know what the fuel load's looking like for each car and what they're going to be doing. Obviously, I know Owens had to stop again, so I don't know whether car 300 is going to need to stop before the end of the race. My inkling would be no. So hang on, looking at the stint time, and no, car 300 has already boxed for the second time. So there we go then. So yeah, they car 3 boxed just now. So they've literally started their second stint, and they're on fresher tyres, but they are now 38 seconds off the lead. So Tippy really needs to get these toe down and build up some spots. It's 5 points in it. The championship is 5 points a separate a difference between car 3 and car 300. So put it into perspective. Tippy gains another place. He's going to put him up to position 4 in the championship, which is 24 points, only 1 point ahead. Tippy needs 3rd. They need a podium to effectively win this championship, if my maths is correct, and my maths is sometimes not correct. But effectively there is time ahead where drivers have got time penalties, so whether or not that's going to make a difference towards the end, or whether or not guys are going to need to stop before the end of the race to complete their for not run out of fuel. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the very least, no doubt, in this next 27 and a half minutes time. Like I say, Tippy's 38 seconds off the lead right now, and that time is coming down. He was last time, he was 4 attempts quicker than the leader out on track, which obviously is good. He just needs that lap times for the next 27 minutes effectively, and they could do it. They still could do it. One more place for those guys is not enough. They need another place to effectively clinch the title in this 24 in 2.4 race. I hope you guys are still with me and still awake. I know it's getting a bit late, especially in the UK, and wherever you guys are in Europe or wherever you are watching us right now. Apologies for the middle part of this race. I was just disappeared doing other things, so apologies for that. But this is going to be a very, very interesting last part of the race, sorry. And can Gallo pull anything back and cause an upset? He's currently over a minute and a bit away from the leader anyway. I'm not sure he can. I think that's effectively Gallo out of this championship, but it's still to play for between Engforce and for VX 900 gaming team, who are currently our outright leaders at this current moment in time. But there's still 25 minutes left of this race to go, and there's still anything could still happen, and there still could be some incidents out on track. So we just don't know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. Car 787 has only pitted once. They're currently on a 43-minute stint. Have they got enough fuel to the end? Same with car number 599. They're on a 43-minute stint. Has their Porsche got enough pace and enough capacity, fuel tank size to get to the end? I very much doubt all these. So could car 3? Oh, you can join me, can you? Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, let's discuss, shall we? If you're available, then get yourself in the comms box and we can have a chat, Julius. For sure, mate, for sure. Why do you call me Mr. Sweden as well? Be good to get somebody else in if we can. I'll keep an eye on the old chat. Oh, it was for chairs. I thought it was for me. All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, okay. Right, okay. Just call it Mr. Ches. Call him Mr. Ches, and then I'll know what you mean. No one wants to join me, do they? They all want to leave me to it. Which is annoying. So after all this, I've also missed the F1 as well. I didn't know what's happened. It took me like 15 minutes. It would like took. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, by the time you're logged in, the race will be over, won't it? So, yeah, there's 0 point in happening. Yeah, exactly. No. That's fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. So Tippy now is only 0.8 away from P4 as it stands right now. P4 isn't enough for the Engforce team to win the championship, but Tippy is a man possessed right now. He doesn't need to do any stupid moves, any stupid maneuvers. He just needs to bring the car home, and he's going to be laughing. They're going to be laughing their way to another championship, or the first championship in 24 in 2.4. For people that are still in the chat, and I know one person's going to turn around and say no, but has people enjoyed the championship thus far? I think I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I tell you what, actually, if he's still here, Ryan, next time if we do another one of these championships, let's partner up together. Let's do that. I'll race with you, buddy, and then we could do a team event, and then at least we got each other's backs for company, and we can do it that way. So if you're watching, Ryan, if we decide to do a season 2, and let's be honest, we can't let Owen and Tippy win the championship and then not retain it, or not try and challenge for another championship or another title. Let's pair up, and effectively let's bring this championship back where it belongs, and not in the hands of Owen and Tippy. Ha ha ha. And we'll do it with proper BOP and everything this time, and maybe some pride. Whoa! Christ! That McLaren is not pulling any punches right now. He is going, I need to get to the end of this race, and I want that place back. So, wow, that was a send and some. That was a send and some. We have 21 minutes left of the race. The sun has now fully risen here at Kyalami. Just add ballast on penalties for Owen and you won't win. Yeah, no. No, if you add BOP to the cars here, I mean, if you looked at the tracks that we've done over the last 4 weeks, it has been, let's be honest, it's been geared up for certain cars and for certain styles. So you think Spa, the McLaren, you look at Suzuka, that's a Ferrari track. Silverstone, you could argue is a McLaren track, and Barcelona is a Ferrari's rapid. And if you look at the results, Spa, a McLaren won. In Suzuka, a Ferrari won. In Silverstone, a McLaren won. And in Barcelona, a Ferrari won. A Ferrari were top 5 effectively in Barcelona. So it's like, well, actually, we need to put BOP on here because everyone's just going to pick a Ferrari. Everyone's just going to pick a McLaren. And that, I don't like that. Personally, I don't like that. Like, I want to see a Porsche battling for the top. I want to see a Honda now battling for a title. I want to see, do you know what I mean? So hopefully, all of our events going forward, Kyalami is very bad. I don't know what the stigma is about Kyalami. I generally don't know what the stigma is about Kyalami. We did some community racing last night on our Twitch channel, and effectively no one wanted to join Kyalami. I know it was kind of late. It was late in the day, but still, like, no one wanted to join, and it was a bit like, that's a bit crap. But anyway, let's focus on the next 19 minutes and a potential championship, champions crowned. Tippy is now 0.4 away. He's got 19 minutes to get past this guy, but he's effectively losing out on drivers ahead, and he needs that time back. As a drive-through penalty for car 43. We've only got 16 drivers left in this race. We've had 2 or 3 people leave. Oh dear. But after all this, in Tippy being now caught up behind Sergey in the Porsche, that has opened the door for Peter Romeo to close the gap. So now effectively Tippy's got to get past Sergey relatively quickly so that he doesn't get overtaken from Peter. Peter has also stopped again, and he is on a slightly longer second stint to Tippy and Engvor's team, but he's managed to close the gap, and he's the fastest in the speed trap by 5 kph quicker than anybody else. So that Aston Martin is actually rapid on the back straight. So all he's going to need is Tippy's going to go for the send here. No, he's not. He's thought about it. He's opened the door and decided to not move through it, but he has got a better exit. But every lap now Tippy is struggling, not struggling, he is not getting past that Porsche. Is another lap where they're not going to win the championship. So he ideally needs to get this job done without Peter Romero just driving past him on the back straight, because effectively 5 kph is like having DRS open on F1. Whoa! That's not great. And has that opened the door then for Peter? He's 0.3 back. I don't think it's going to be quite enough for Peter to get past this time around, but we'll see the difference in speed as we're coming down the back straight. Peter is not one of those guys that's just going to send it for the sake of sending it, and he's not got the distance to get past him this time, but he's definitely now a lot closer to the back end of that Ferrari of Tippy, and Tippy's now starting to panic, and he's starting to lose the gap between him and Sergey. He just needs to focus now on getting each apex hit, each corner done, reset himself, and then get back on it again and see if he can close that gap up between himself and Sergey in the Porsche. Now, is Sergey needing to pit again? Question marks are still over that. Effectively, what's going to happen now is the two drivers ahead are 10 seconds and 15 seconds respectively, but Tippy is effectively quite a long way back. I'm not sure if he's going to gain the time with the time penalties being applied, if that makes sense. So we'll see what's going to happen over the next 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, because I don't know if this is quite over just yet. All it's going to need is Peter to close the gap to Tippy and to get past Tippy, and I don't think Tippy is going to be able to get back past Peter Romeo. I've got an inkling that once that move is done, that move is done. And I know Peter is a very good driver. Tippy's a fantastic driver too. But is that going to be enough? Yeah, that Porsche, I think, is struggling now on his current stint. I think Tippy has also had a bit of a crap exit. Or has he? No, I don't think he has. I think it was just how the game looked. It looked a bit odd, like Tippy had got a bit of a poor exit out of turn 16 there. But no, he definitely hasn't. They've got a bit of traffic now, and whether or not the driver of the McLaren is going to get out of the way to let these three pass, as Tippy thinks about the send up into turn 5 at the barbecue, but nothing to prevail just yet. And obviously there's a lot of traffic now, so that McLaren needs to get out of the way very quickly. As they've touched. Oh, and Peter's lost it as well. Oh my God, what the hell has happened in that last one turn? Peter's gone. Sergey got clipped by a back marker, and Tippy has managed to keep his nose out of any bother. That was... What? I'm still live? What the hell has just happened here? That was insane. Have we got a yellow flag for car 787 as well? What the hell has happened there? I don't know what's happened. That's a slow lap time, 150. Has he had a contact with a back marker? What the hell's going on? Yes, he has. Oh, no. 599 and 7. No, I'm not sure what's happened there. I genuinely don't know what has happened. I can't see any contact made on my board here. No possible contact or anything has happened between car 787 and car 555. So yeah, I'm a bit perplexed about what's actually just happened. As Peter Romeo then, as he... Oh, he's in the pit lane now, as Peter has gone back, gone into the pits then. But wow, what a lap 75. That's all kicked off, and now effectively, let's do another quick calculation then on the current situation of each team. So let's remove car 787 from the fold, because I don't think that car is going to be anywhere near the championship. So car 3, Tippy Boss and for Owen, they are currently sitting now in P4, one place off the podium places, which is going to give them a total score of 24 points. And they're currently sitting on a fat total of 101. So they're going to get 125 points as it stands right now. Now, car 300 is currently winning the race. He's going to get a nice 40 points bonus. And they are currently sitting on 190 points. So they're going to be on 130 points. It's still not enough. Car number 2 is currently down in P8. And P8's going to score you 16 points as it stands. So 16 points plus the 108. Oops, I don't want to be opening that right now. 108 plus 16 is going to put them on 124 points. Only 1 point off Tippy and Owen in car number 3, and then car 444, I think we did say he's pretty much out of the battle now, down in 6th place. It's going to receive 20 points as it stands. He's currently on 103, so 123 points for Gallo as it stands right now. So the leader, the winners will be car 300. Then it will be Owen and Tippy on 125. Then car 16 will be on 124, and then Gallo on 123. Wow, that is a very, very close championship. But like I say, 10 minutes left to go in this race. It's still all to play for, and yeah, hold on to your hats, folks, because this is going to be a spicy end. I can see more incidents and issues happening. Tippy's now 36 seconds off the lead. Only a win now, well, a win or a podium will be enough for those guys. An extra 6 points. Is an extra 6 points going to be enough? Yes. So Tippy and Owen need a podium to effectively win the championship. It'll be a 1 point by 1 point effectively. So if that's my calculations are correct, Tippy has got a driver ahead of him who has got a 10-second time penalty, but Tippy is 20 seconds behind him. So effectively, if he can close 10 seconds of time in 9 minutes, then effectively they will win the championship. That's how close it's going to be. Oh no, plus the he needs no. They've got the +1 extra championship fastest lap point as well. So being on the podium, I don't think it's going to be enough for Tippy and Owen to win this championship. But you never know. A drive-through or whatever can still happen. And yeah, there's still all to play for, so don't go anywhere. Smash a like on the video. I'm not sure how many likes we're on. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And I hope you've enjoyed the content tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it being me on the microphone tonight and in the comms box, and not Mac or Ollie or anybody else. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that regard, and hopefully I've been added somewhere. Yeah, okay, cool. It was just a thank you message, which is good to see, I suppose. So yeah, so it can all still go off. So please don't go anywhere. Please like and subscribe, and drop us a comment. Where are you watching this evening? How's your day been? How's your weekend been? It's back to school or college for you guys after a half term if you're watching us from the UK, or it could be from wherever you are in the rest of the world. So I appreciate it's quite late now for people, especially in Europe, coming up to midnight now, and wherever you guys are watching from. Effectively, the clocks went back in the UK, so effectively now I think it's midnight. We think it's midnight here in the UK, but it's only technically 11. So yeah, don't go anywhere. It's going to be a fun end. Also, what's everyone's plans for this week as well? I've got a brand new racing rig coming on Tuesday. I'm really looking forward to building that. I might do that live on stream or something, if I've got enough room to be able to build it, that is. Oh, a drive-through penalty for car 3. Oh my god. So car 3 has picked up a drive-through penalty, which will mean that Tippy and Owen get the podium place for sure now, without a shadow of a doubt. Does that change anything? I need to do the maths again because I'm not sure my maths is correct. Car 787 is on a 1 hour 2 minute stint as well. Does that car need, that Ferrari must need to pit again as well. Can they do it? Can they do this? I don't know if they can. So the gap now is only 4.5 then, because he's had a drive-through penalty. Has the car 187 has served his drive-through penalty. But does that car need to stop again? No, it's had two. Oh no, as that pit stop doesn't count, does it? It's on a 57-minute stint. Has that Lamborghini got enough fuel to get to the end? Has that Ferrari in P2 got enough fuel to get to the end? Are they splashing and dashing towards the end of this race? Only time is now going to tell. We've got 5.5 minutes left to go. That's what, 3 or 4 laps more of this race. Has those two cars got 3 or 4 more laps of juice in their tanks to be able to hold on to their current positions? Or is there going to be one final twist in the tail? Car 787 is coming round turn 16 now, not looking like it's going in the pit, so that's another lap for that Ferrari. And car 187 then is just ahead of us here on board with this number 93 Ferraris. Also stayed out for another lap, so that's one more lap where Tippy just needs to get his head down and push. 1:41.567 is the fastest lap of this race. Tippy ideally needs to break that extra fastest lap point, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as Peter Romero thinks about the send up the inside of the 93 car after having major issues earlier. I think he lost it on his own accord and had to go back to the pit to fix damage. It's put him all the way back down into P10 now, and effectively his race is effectively run for the last 4 or so minutes, as Tippy Force's car number 3 is slowly catching up onto the back of these back markers. And as you can see, that's just gone out of shot there. The Lamborghini of Rothman has just gone round down into the final sector of this lap. As just looking at the track map then, the leader is just coming through turns 13 and 14 and into 16 now. Whether or not 787 is also going to make his way into the pits then for another lap, or has that Ferrari got another lap of fuel on board? Let's see what happens. It's not looking likely at this stage. Nope, there's a 787 car, has gone back through again. So Has the 787 car got another 2 more laps of fuel left, or is he going to have to box for a splash and dash as Tippy is trying to close and get past these back markers out on blue flags, as Romero has managed to sink his way past under blue flag scenarios. Good piece of driving there from Peter. And yes, Tippy has now effectively got past the back marker, but it's not enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 and a bit minutes left to go, 3 minutes left to go in this race, and it's still all to play for. It's going to be super close between the front runners then and the rest of the grid. Oh, as we got a yellow flag for 787 out on track. 187 has slowed, or he's got a yellow flag. Tippy is 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and he's passed. Oh, I don't know what's happened. Oh, the Lamborghini's got damage. Look at the front of that car. That is super damaged. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a fun last couple of laps then. Tippy can hold on to this podium place. It's going to bring them ever so close to winning this championship. But it would help massively if the 787 Ferrari would box and stop for fuel, but I don't know if he can. Effectively, the leader's just finishing, starting lap 182 now, and 787 is still going through, not needed to pit yet. So there's going to be 2 more laps of this race then, and we'll see what is going to go and happen and materialize in those next 2 laps of this race. The 787 Ferrari must be dry as a martini right now. There must not be a lot of fuel left in that car, but Tippy and Owen up to P3 now after the driver swap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough. P3 gives them a total of 30 points as it stands right now, so it's gained them an extra 6 points. Let's work out the maths really quickly. So they're currently sitting on 101 points. It's going to give them 131 points. It's going to be matching. It's going to be the same points. So it's going to come down. I don't know how simgrid is going to work. What simgrid is going to do to that. It might give them based on position, which maybe do it on wins. If that's the case, it's going to be car 300 is going to come home to take the championship. So it's going to be super close on what's actually going to happen in this race. It's going to put them on this. I'm just going to do my maths again. Car 300. It's going to get they're on 90 points. 90 plus 40 is 130, plus the 1 extra lap is 131 points. Exactly what I've got. And it's going to be equal points then between him and the Eng Forces team. So it's going to be it's going to be a tie for the lead. It's going to be a tie for the lead with effectively the timer ticked over to 0, and our leader now is coming into the S's then for one final time. Let me just come off this screen and go over to our leader, who has pretty much led for the majority of this race, minus a few bits in the middle, and has driven absolutely an impeccable race as he comes through club then and into the S's now, I should say, for the last and final time. It's been an absolutely stellar race from this amazing VX300 Gaming. Massimo Leleo has been an absolute legend driving that car as they come into Lee Cup for the last time, into turn 11, down to Mineshaft and into the Crocodiles to finish up the last part of this race. It's car 787. I see a yellow flag, big flash. I don't think it's anything major going on. So into the Crocodiles we go then for the last time, and through the sausage curb at the Cheetah into turn 15, and then finally turn 16 for the last time at Ingui. And that's going to bring home car 300 to drive to bring home an absolutely epic drive takes the win here at Kyalami for the last race of the season for the 24 in 2.4. Coming up close, second place is going to be Christian Granero in the AF course Ferrari, and then third place, results are not yet confirmed whether it's going to be car 300 or car 3 is going to come home to take the last podium place here at Kyalami. What epic drive, Owen with coronavirus, but still managed to put in some really good lap times, and then Tippy to come and bring the car home to finish in P3. Excellent drive. Coming home in P4 was Jonas Rothman in the McLaren, the Lambo. 5 was Sergey in the Porsche. Gallo, not his day today. Battled really hard. Kyalami maybe not his favoured track, or was just having a slight off day, but he's looking likely to come home in P6 and no doubt now be out of the championship battle between him and the other drivers. So big shout out to Gallo. Unfortunately, just wasn't for him today, and he's going to come home in P6. P7 for Tedder. Again, I'm not sure where that's going to put him. 18 extra points it's going to gain him right now, so it's going to be close to see what happens with the points at the end. I need to do a quick calculation. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do the calculation before the end of the stream, but 100% great result from Chris there. Absolutely epic drive from you. And then we've missed Schultz, Romero, Martins coming home P10, Payne 11, Winch 12th, First 13th, Bluewitz 14, Asaktov 15th, Holtzman comes home then to finish off in 16th place. Wow. Wow, wow, woo, wah, woo, wah, wah, wah. If there are any drivers still awake that would like a quick conversation with me, please pop yourselves into the interview waiting area. I'm more than happy to have a quick few-minute conversation with you guys. Yeah, what an absolute epic race, and it's still not decided yet who's actually won the championship. It's going to become down to effectively a points finish. I do have someone in the chat that I can bring in, so give me 30 seconds and I'll bring them into the interview waiting area. And Owen, how are you doing? In fact, let me bring your teammate in as well. There we go. Yeah. It's a team event. Wow, what an absolute epic end to the race. I was frantically trying to go on the calculator to try and work out the points.
That was mad.
So
that was absolutely mad.
I was sitting there going, how many points are they going to need? I don't know if you guys have worked out yourself, but I think it's going to be close.
We've won the championship by 1 point.
Well, my calculations, it's a draw.
No. Think about it, because Leo Leono was 11 points behind us, right?
Yeah.
So car 300 was 11 points behind us. They didn't get the fastest lap because Peter got the fastest lap. So as we're 11 points behind, we're 11 points ahead. They've just scored 40. We've just scored 30. That's 10, which puts us 1 point ahead of them.
Yeah, so I had them down as an extra point. I didn't see Peter getting the...
Peter got the fastest lap.
Yeah, that's my mistake. I didn't see that. I got them down as 130 plus 1, car 300. So, yes, I can confirm that you will be, minus the shouting, will be crowned the 2.4, 24 and 2.4 championships. Oh, yes. So Peter is above us right now in the waiting area. He is owed a massive congratulations, I suppose, from you guys.
I need to give him a beer or something.
Thank you to Peter.
But what an epic race.
And to do this whilst having COVID, it was touch and go if we were going to do it, as you were aware.
Yeah. So your first stint, I was watching your driving, and I was like, yeah, this guy is completely under the weather. So I was very much like watching you going, this is going to be a tough call for you guys to get anywhere near winning this race, or winning this championship, sorry. But
we got lucky,
you managed it.
I mean,
yeah,
fortune may have it. I mean, with Spa, where we got taken out by some guy, saw us P17.
Yeah.
Which really destroyed it for us. I mean, if that didn't happen, it would have been our championship much.
It would have
easier than
been,
it is
yeah, a
now.
lot. Yeah, exactly. No, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I mean, I can't take it away from Tippy. Tippy's worked wonders. If he wasn't there tonight, I was on about giving up. I was saying to Tippy, I'm going to park
You
it.
just finish.
Because I just couldn't carry on. But if Tippy wasn't there, Tippy was like, "Oh, it's all up to you, mate," and you could just tell in Tippy's voice he didn't want that. So,
well, you've done it. You've done it, you boys. You've done it. Congratulations.
You did it.
Apologies. I thought I had it. I didn't see Romeo's Peter's last lap with the purple sectors. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to. I was shooting on your parade there. So yeah, 1 point to win the championship. Wow.
Oh my God. Would you believe it as well? The Lamborghini with the 10
yeah, hit the wall.
Penalty.
But he hit the wall, didn't he, Tippy?
Generally, I said to Tippy, look, we ain't going to win it, mate. I said, look, we need to gain 10 seconds somehow. And then when he hit that wall, oh my God, I was just like, Tippy, you've got this. You've got this. All you got to do is just finish this line. And I was edging Peter on because I was watching Peter. I was just like, come on, Peter. All you need to do is find 2 tenths and you got the fastest lap. He did it.
Yeah, what a race, man. What a race, guys. Absolutely well done. Absolutely epic race. Because they got drive-through. Well, Carahedi got a drive-through, didn't they? So it put you in tension. The Lambo got a drive-through just before. And then literally you passed some back markers. And then effectively, all of a sudden, I saw yellow flags for the Lambo. And I was like, what the hell? And it looked like he just hit the wall. And then you were through. And that was it. So, wow. Wow, guys, congratulations.
Where was we when I come out of the pits? We was 5th, wasn't we?
Fourth. I don't know where he was.
I think we were. Yeah, we were
5th or
5th.
6th.
Yeah. It was an epic race. Yeah, because Sergey, the Porsche got clipped by a back marker. So you got past there. And then literally the everything just aligned for you in that last sort of 5 to 10 minutes of the race, and it all just went right. It just
with that Porsche going off to the sideline.
Because I was saying in commentary, Peter was literally right behind you at that stage, and I was saying in commentary that Tippy, you really need to pass that Porsche now because Peter was on one. He was going for it, and then he spun himself, and then pitted for new tyres. So that incident with Peter effectively won you the championship, because if he had spun, it would have been even points. So wow, epic. Congratulations! I'll clap for that one. What a race!
That message. I think Pete's writ it in the wrong place.
Oh, okay. Wow, what a race! Yeah, epic. Yeah, so big congratulations to you guys. I was saying to the chat also, we need you guys need to challenge for the title again, or retain the challenge. I think we should do another championship maybe next year, so you guys can battle against other teams and see if you can come up with the win. So epic.
Yeah, well, we'll
epic.
We'll see what happens. I'm gonna have a long rest after racing. The Backwards Championship, this championship 24 and 2.4, and the multi-class, I'm not going to lie, it's killed me in more ways than one, and then getting COVID as well. I've really pushed myself this time round, because obviously from my stories 2 years ago when I had COVID last time, it really messed with my legs, and you can imagine what it's like now that I've got it again.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
By the end of the laps, I was doing 43s whenever I done 43.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I generally don't know how you cope with it tonight, mate. So fair play to you. Well
it's you,
yeah, great.
If it wasn't for you being there, I wouldn't have done
he's good, isn't he?
Get a room, you two, Jesus. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. If you don't mind, I'm going to get Peter in. Wow, what a race! I loved that. It was an excellent ending of an amazing championship. So again, thank you so much for racing, both of you two legends.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Speak to you in a bit. Right, let's bring Peter in. Wow. Hello, Peter. Welcome. How are you doing?
Fine.
You
Yeah, I didn't know I helped him, but it's
okay. Yeah. You basically won them the championship. So yeah, I mean, maybe not the race for you today, but you aided Owen and Tippy to basically win it by 1 point. I didn't have it down as you getting the fastest lap on my little spreadsheet that I had. I had it down to the team that won it. So when they come in, I was like, "Yeah, it's a draw." They're like, "No, we won it by 1." I was like, "No." It was like, "Yeah, Peter got the fastest lap." So, wow, yeah,
It
just
wasn't intentional. It
just happened.
it happened on fresh tires. Like, okay, if I can go podium, I want the fastest lap.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No. But apart from that, how was the race from your side? Obviously, maybe not what you necessarily wanted, but how did you find Kyalami in the Aston?
Kyalami is great. I love this track. The Aston is very good here. The problem is I made too many mistakes today.
Okay.
That was the problem, and wrong pit stop strategy.
Okay.
Made 2 stopper was better. Made 1 stopper, but
Right. I saw in a speed trap you were 5 kph faster than all the other cars.
okay.
Yeah, you were rapid on the straights. That Aston, well, how you ever got that Aston set up was, 5 kph faster than every other car, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you were 245 kph in the speed trap, and everyone was around about the 240s around that sort of mark. So you were a lot quicker than most people. And I was saying to Tippy just then that in commentary I was saying that he needs to get past that Porsche when you guys were all battling together when you had your moment, because you were much faster than both those two put together. So
If I overtake them, I think at the end I would hear something like "Let him pass for the championship." Ferrari.
Yeah, 100%. Have you enjoyed the championship as a whole, like sort of the whole simulating of a 24-hour race in just a couple of hours? Yeah.
It's a good format. It makes fun.
Yeah.
It's very how to say hard for two
Yeah.
2.5 hours to drive focused.
Yeah.
That's the only point, but it's a cool format.
Yeah, no, I yeah, as much as I don't want to say it is a cool format, because obviously we created it, but I think next time to improve it, I think maybe we make it a team event, so minimum of 2 people rather than minimum of 1. I think that might be kind of cool. At least it gives people the opportunity to race in a team for a smaller event, and obviously BOP I think helps massively. I think adding the BOP will be a lot close battling between other drivers. So, yeah, what an epic end to the season. I'm so glad I stayed awake and did commentary for this, because yeah, effectively it's all down to you. You gave them, Owen and Tippy, the championship win. So I think you're owed a beer or 2 from them. If you drink, if you don't drink, then obviously a soft drink. But yeah.
Gin tonic is okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a nice gin will be shipped to you, maybe from Owen and Tippy as a thank you for that championship. But I just want to say from me, obviously I know I'm not necessarily a normal commentator, but as the owner, thank you so much for racing in this championship, and obviously all the championships you've raced in. Really means a lot.
Congratulations to all drivers that was in this championship, and to the community. It's absolute great community. I have a lot of fun. I love to drive.
Thank you for the nice words, Peter. Thank you so much. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, thank you so much again. I'll let you get on to going to bed or whatever you're doing now, and I hope to see you out on track sometime soon.
Of course.
Cool. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Cheers.
Bye.
Well, there we go then. That is the official end of the 24 in 2.4. If you have liked this video, I'm sorry I've not kept up with the chat. Gallows coming in. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for popping in. Not your strategy today, but you were super close. Rob's in here as well. Max, well done to Car 300. I think they lost it just at the end by 1 point, saying the English isn't great, and maybe next time they should come in. Yes, we definitely should get you guys to come in, even if your English is tough. We should try and get a translator or something. That would be quite cool. But yeah, we're officially going to wrap this championship up I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has raced in this championship, who's helped in this championship. That's down to the stewards. Big shout out to Ollie and to George and to Pete for helping out, and thank you to everybody else in between, all the commentators that helped out. Ari, thank you for helping out doing your Sunday nights. I know you've been busy with work and school, and you've been trying to fit everything in, so fully appreciate you stepping in for the first couple of races and helping us out there. That's been an absolute godsend, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. And just thank you to everybody in our community. You make our lives so much easier in terms of being kind, being polite to one another, and it just makes me as a owner, or us as owners, our lives a lot easier to deal with when it comes to people that are just generally nice people and good people to be around. So big thank you to everybody in this community. You guys are absolute legends. So that's it effectively for us now. We're going to head off to get some sleep and a brand new week here at TOGA Motorsport. There we go. I think Peter's left his microphone open. I've still got him in the chat. So effectively next week, Wednesday sees us back to Rookie Wednesdays, and we are, I'm not sure what track we are at for Rookie Wednesdays next week. But we've also got the, where are we? Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong month. Well, I do also believe we have the final round of the Endurance League race as well on Saturday. So we've got Rookie Wednesdays on Wednesday. We've got another Porsche Cup race, which obviously I'm participating in, which has been ridiculously difficult. Hopefully I'll have a bit more practice in me to be able to get involved and actually start doing some good racing. Then we've got the final round of the Endurance League, which is 10 hours of Suzuka. That'll be on Saturday, and hopefully we can get as many people watching that as possible, because that's been an epic championship and it's coming down to the wire between a couple of teams, so hopefully you can tune in for that one. And then we start again on Sunday, a brand new Sunday championship called the Winter Cup. This event is effectively completely full. It's going to have amazing racing, 15 minutes, 25 minutes and a 60-minute race, one pit stop, fuel and tyres, and it's going to have the LFM BOP added to it. So hopefully the racing will be super close, and don't worry, we'll be live for that one. In fact, I might even take over the commentary for Sundays going forward, because I've actually really enjoyed doing this one day a week. It has been absolutely epic. But enough of me waffling now, as we just see Peter crashing out on the last few laps of this race. Please do drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. You can also become a VIP or a member of this community by clicking on the little button down below. It's really cheap. It really helps our community grow, and you get lots of extra perks. You can also become a Discord VIP, which also can be found in Discord, which gives you extra bits into the giveaways and other things along those lines, which hastens to remind me that we've just given away a pair of IMB racewear gloves worth £50, and we're going to ship those off to our winner, which is Ari, in the next day or so. So get yourself involved in Discord, become a VIP, help us out in any way, shape or form, and yeah, hopefully you get more racing here at TOGA. I'm going to shut up now because my voice is effectively gone. I'm going to get some well-earned sleep before a nice early morning gym session. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and thank you so much for watching this live stream. It's been absolutely amazing. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We'll see you on Wednesday for Rookie Wednesdays, back with Mac. And apart from that, have a great start of your week, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.